The festive vibes are upon us. Biggest festival of Hindu religion is here. While everyone is preparing for the Diwali celebration, here we are with our two firecrackers today from Bearish Attackers, Anshuman Gavsinde and Rishabh Mehta, who are finally doing really good in TVT this year. And we expect them to do good because they are the most active players in our league, and it's good to have them. It's actually good to have certain enthusiasts in the podcast and in league because they lit up the entire atmosphere of the entire group. And to join Sushank, we have Anshu, Rishabh. Both are LFC fans, and it's going to be a jam-packed LFC show altogether. Welcome, everyone.
Hi guys.
Thank you, guys.
So it's really nice to have you. We wanted to bring you guys in as early as possible, but finally the moment has come in. You could see on our tweet as well. You were the showstoppers there, and then we went on to do the big thing. We thought that if we can bring in these two people, then our podcast is definitely going to lit up, and we expect fireworks today.
We'll
For
live
sure.
up to your expectations. Yes.
So,
I'm
how
sure
has
you both will. You will exceed it.
right? So Sushant, the table speaks for themselves, right? I mean,
It
Super
does.
doing really good, but we cannot take away the fact that Bearish Attackers have done exceedingly well as well. They've won 6 games till now, have drawn one, and they're comfortably sitting on second. And at the same time, when you picturize them in the WhatsApp groups, so they completely underestimate themselves and they undersell themselves basically. They're like, yeah, we're going to lose the game. We're going to lose this game because we don't have anyone. Both are pulling each other's legs. But when you see the results, they're always on top. So this is something which is coming up really nicely. The banter is coming up nicely, and they have a strategy in place. So all the bearish things are turning into bullish parts.
Last year they were the champions of mind games. They are there. This year they are replicating the same in the tables as well.
Right. So
And
what?
Yashaswa, one thing that
Yeah.
we cannot miss out is although they are ranked second, just behind Super Saiyas in the table, look at
Mhm.
that overall score. They are by leap and heads ahead of everyone else, like 17-28 combined score. And that's the highest in Group A right now.
Right. 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 Yeah.
And we don't have
And the
Haaland.
majority of that, yeah. Sorry, Rishabh.
I know. I don't have Haaland too. Just adding that. I don't have Haaland.
Yes, for sure. We will be coming with your team, but let's go to the team which is solely responsible, not solely, but mainly responsible for this outstanding performance. And that's Anshuman's team, which is also currently ranked within a lakh or close to 1 lakh in the whole world right now. So, congratulations, Anshuman, for that. And let's hear it from you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. I mean, I think everything is similar to the last year. One thing which is panning out nicely for us is we are not doing overthinking this year, and especially about my team. So I don't know, but like my strategy has always been keep differentials and star players, a balance of that, right? So last year also it was there, but somehow I was missing that captain part. uh, uh, I mean, that box was not ticking right for me, and this year it has been really panning out well. And for me, this Wood guy, he has been amazing. He's giving points consistently, and
Right.
uh, this was the recommendation of my partner. He suggested go with Wood. First game week one, Wood, and we are sitting here. He has been giving that edge points to my team, so that I can leap over the other teams or opponent's team. So yeah.
So that was going to be my next question, Anshuman. Like we can see, as you mentioned, there are differentials in your team. There is Wood, then there is Mbiomo, which I'm sure when he was in your team, he was a differential. Now he's part of many teams. There is NDI. I'm not sure what's the percentage ownership for him. And then we have Rogers as well. So you have quite a good differentials. And then you have Haaland and Mo Salah to cover up everything as well.
Yeah. And if you'll see my earlier team, NDI uh, came in like I think game week 6 or 7. But before this, it was Jao Pedro who was doing well until he got injured, right? And Rogers and Emumo, they were also like so. The thing is, Rogers, I think I got him, and that was a impulsive call, but he gave me point. Right, he was doing really well uh, just behind Watkins, and my partner had Watkins, so we wanted to keep that duo of strikers who are giving points. So that's why Rogers was there. So yeah.
So अंशु, एनडीआई एंड रॉजर्स, ये दोनों के रखने के पीछे were these both enablers for you, or was there any special strategy behind them?
No, I don't think so. There, no, no. So obviously there was a strategy. We looked upon the fixtures, right? And Everton is attacking wise, they are doing really well. Obviously, when we'll come to Rishabh's team, we'll get to know more about Everton's, right? So yeah, and we looked upon our opponent's team as well. Every now and then, not regularly, but yeah, we look up to them. Sorry, Rishabh, I'm opening up a quite. But yeah, we'll look to their team, and so like I said, I love to keep differentials, right? So if they are having they are number 9. I'm very bad with the pronunciation, but it is uh, Calvert Lewin, whatever
Calvin.
it is.
Yeah, Calvert Lewin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they had that, and I wanted a differential from the same team. So there is India, and same for the Rogers.
Yeah, and NDI is playing 80 plus, almost 80 plus minutes in every game as well. So that's a good differential.
Yeah.
So that pretty much explains your team. Now let's move to the team of what I think is mastermind of Bearish Attackers, because he always picks and choose the way he does in trading or in stocks. The way he picks his multi-baggers, the same goes with the players as well. So let's move to Rishabh Mehta's team, who is the mastermind. Who, as Yashaswa mentioned in on our WhatsApp group, he shows that he is not that interested or he's not looking upon team, but as Anshuman just revealed that before playing any fixture, you guys go through your opponent teams as well. So let me pass on the dice to to Rishabh Mehta now.
Yeah. So, it's talking about my team. See, initially when we started picking and choosing up teams in the beginning, so there was a debate like we both should pick Haaland or any one of us should pick Haaland, and ultimately I went without Haaland, which was a risk. But if you see Palmer, he gave 79 points, and I have it
Yep.
from day one. I was in favor of keeping Palmer at any cost. Okay, but that was possible only when I just ignore Haaland. Okay, so I did that and it worked well because he's having 75 points in total and Palmer got 79 with 4.5 million in bank. Okay, so that could be used other way, means other places like I had like Diaz also, means Saka also at the beginning I had, and that kind of team I was able to manage. And what else has happened this game week, means this year, is like last year I was always top from the bottom, means I was winning from the bottom. My team and his team was always at the top, so the combination was not working out. This time, if you see, he's ranked 6, I'm ranked 12, just 9 points difference. So that's what, like, we are just complementing each other as of now. So means whether it will work in future game weeks, that we will see. But as of now, I am not thinking about Haaland at all because other combination is working well. And Keen also, like from last, because we are giving time to each player this time. Earlier we used to check for 3 game weeks, then chuck him, then take something else, which was not working. So Keen, I have him from game week 1. He failed 4 game weeks, 5 game weeks. He gave 14 points, 6 points, 8 points after that. So means this is what we are doing differently. Guardiola also failed 3 consecutive game week. Then he gave 9 points, 8 points, something. So yeah, so that is working for us as of now. And yeah, that pretty much it. It still means captaincy pick. Still some work needs to be done because whatever I'm choosing this time also Watkins. I chose, he gave less. Less. I was thinking about Palmer only, but there was a lot of confusion. Salah, I didn't think because of Arsenal fixture, but either Palmer or Watkins, and we chose Watkins, and it didn't go well. Otherwise, we would have won. We were lost by 8 points, right? So that's fine.
And you still
Yeah,
ended up scoring 67 points, which is great.
Yes. Yes.
Now
but
I
So
can
you
see there
see
is a great balance in the team. Yeah,
most of the sacrifice is being done by my partner only, even last year and this year as well. Not having Haaland is requires guts. Okay.
it does. It does. But then,
Yeah.
Anshuman, the point that Rishabh mentioned, it's a great point. He mentioned that Palmer has already scored 79 for him compared to 75 from Haaland. And then banking those 4.5 million has given him access. Like in his team, we can easily miss out Son, who is on bench. So that's a great midfield over there. So indeed, he's missing Haaland, but he's still covering up. So directly, it's a great balanced team. Five at the all five playing defenders. So that's a very rare thing because most of the time people go with 4 million non-playing defender just to save points. I'm sure when you took Keane, he was 4 million as well. So that's a great defense, like five playing defenders, then five playing midfielders as well. That's a good team to have. Plus, I went through both of your teams as well, and you both yet have wildcard in your hands, and you guys have smartly played the transfers. So that's an extra advantage in your kitty.
Yes, actually, this time also we have quite a few injuries. Means Gabriel, and I think Wood is also showing 75. Mazra is 75. We were talking about the usage of wildcard also. Means when should we use it? We should keep it, or means this is under discussion, so we can't tell that.
Right.
And other, yeah. So that is one thing. Yeah, that is a great advantage because we have still 9 game weeks. We will be using it. So
Or
that.
probably just a mind game to trick your next opponent who will be watching this video.
You 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 never know.
You never
So
know.
again, for both of uh, last year we saw that bearish attackers were struggling, but this year it has like been a complete overhaul for you guys. So what has changed this year?
See, means one point Anshu mentioned, like we were overthinking a lot last year. What we were doing was last minute we used to talk last half an hour. We used to have a discussion. Hey, let's keep this guy captain. No, and somehow the other person, either him or me, used to say, ah, yeah, let's go for it. This time, what we are doing, we are not talking to means one another on the last day. Like no changes on the last day. Whatever anybody feels. Even if someone is injured, also we are just skipping, no problem. Okay, let us not overthink. Because of that one change, we'll do make 2 3 changes and take some unnecessary decisions. So that's what has changed a lot, and it's working fine as of now. Anything you want to add on?
Because yeah, I think what Rishabh mentioned last year in I think 3 or 4 game weeks we were winning comfortably by 40 plus point, but that last minute in or out of any player has cost us the game week complete. I mean, imagine winning the game week by 45 plus point till the final. I mean, till the final whistle of the game week,
Hmm.
and just 30 minutes before everything turns. Uh, it, I
I
mean,
remember that
people
two
like
goals from that goal.
Right.
Rashford, still haunting. So yeah,
From TVT's point of view, one thing I want to check with you. There are major differences when it comes to players from both your teams. So is
Exactly.
that a bit difficult or manage, or is that intentionally? Because you both have different set of players. Like in from your midfield and attackers, there is only Salah who's repeating. Rest all are different.
no, I think this is for this game week only. Till last to last game week, we both had Salah and Diaz in common. Uh,
Yeah, but we
yeah,
have
but
minimum.
yeah,
It's four to
majorly
five
we have
players
been.
only we have in common. Others we are targeting means first one is gut feeling also. Second one we want to have a mix of players. We don't want to go because there are teams who are winning convincingly and sitting on top with same players also. One of them is among us on only, so invincibles.
Yeah,
So yeah, but means our strategy was different. We were thinking like we'll have separate set of players and we'll see how it goes, and it's working fine as of now. We'll rethink if it goes in wrong direction. As of now, I think it looks good. So
Yes, the wild card gives you that opportunity for sure.
Right.
yes,
So Tushang, I had a
Yes.
question for you. See, we are seeing a lot of like mix and matches here and there in both the teams. So, and you also are doing really good in TVT. You're topping the other league. So the question to you is, what you guys think of while selecting the team? Is it the form of a
Uh,
player or fixtures of a team?
Yashasva, as Anshuman mentioned at the start of the podcast, we just try not to overthink. We try, whoever is passing the eye test, it is pretty easy to just take a player after he has scored a haul, like Son. Like the entire Twitter fraternity went, like they took Son and then he played, scored some points, and then was missing in the last game week. So
Right.
we just try not to overthink much and then try to keep it as simple as possible, not to play around a lot with your captains and everything. And I think that helps. Plus, we have gone with a strategy that we both are keeping the same teams as of now,
Yeah.
because then that's less headache who's going to captain, who is not going to captain, so that we can concentrate completely on the best 11 players which we can choose.
Okay. Okay.
So moving ahead, let's move to Anshuman's targeted player now. Anshuman, from game week 10 onwards now, what's your plan? Which players are you looking across? You have shared three names with us. We'll share those three names over here. And what are your plan with these three players, and when are you planning to bring them on? And for who be in your team?
See, I'm not planning immediately. Like ऐसा immediately नहीं करेंगे. But yeah, obviously there is a plan to bring in Foden. Uh,
Mhm.
given that he's not given that haul, that run is still due for him. So I feel uh, that he will deliver some in some game week, right? And the fixtures are also like that, so he can. And then probably Palmer is like must have right now, right? But then the problem is the budget. So we'll see how it goes, right?
Uh,
If we can double up Palmer, that's very good. And the other one is Saka, I guess. So Saka, we all know it's just as must have player from Arsenal's point of view. I'll just let the Arsenal fixture, the colors of the fixture come down to, some
Green.
light red, and then we'll see.
Yeah.
Right?
yeah.
Yeah,
I think Rishabh Mehta gave us a hint that if you go without Haaland, budget is not an issue. If you have Haaland, then budget is a big issue.
it is. It is. It is.
So Sushant, could you show the
Yeah,
graphic like what are the players that he is looking for, so that it will be an easier option for our viewers to pick up? Because
for sure.
these are like, I mean,
Yeah.
some really premium picks, and these picks for Game Week 10 and the upcoming game weeks are going to be really helpful. There's Saka, who is on penalties. Then there's Cole Palmer, who is definitely has overhauled, like, I mean, crazy. And then Foden is coming up on the ranks. So these three are good picks, Anshu, and we hope that these players come in your team soon. And what about Rishabh?
Only if you are not picking. Yes, why?
And crazy for me. I'm doing good, but we're last in the league. So through these podcasts, basically we're trying to find out what all players are there where whom we should be targeting. Because हमसे तो नहीं हो पा रहा है. मतलब हम कितनी भी बातें कर लें ग्रुप्स में, बट जितना स्ट्रगल हम लोग कर रहे हैं ना, 4 पॉइंट से हार रहे हैं, 3 पॉइंट से हार रहे हैं, वो दैट वी आर नॉट एबल टू ओवरकम. बट ठीक है,
We
विल
have
टॉक
been
अबाउट
there. Yes,
आर्सेनल.
why?
But then happy for you. Yeah. Sushant, could you take us through the teams, the potential transfers for Rishabh? Yeah. So I see
so
Saka, common name.
so Saka was in my team. Just this time also that pinch of overthinking came in between, like last game week only, which we were avoiding from past so many game weeks. But again, it happened, and then Son decision was very bad. Means even I regret that I should not have done that. So I will correct that. Means in coming game weeks, because Saka is a must, and he doesn't care about the fixtures he has. So whether it is Liverpool or whoever, he scored again. So he should be in the team according to me. Means mostly he will be soon in my team, and Mbumo is a must. Seeing his fixtures, so if you check his fixtures, it's means apart from one, it's damn easy. and he's scoring anyways. So means apart from top six teams, I guess he has scored against everything. So I'll check the fixtures once again and take a decision. Smith Rowe again. If you check the FDR, it's pretty easy. The next four Fulham and means all are in green FDR five and one or two something. So that was the reason, means these three picks. So I'll try to like means bring them in my team. Not in this game week, maybe in future or in coming game weeks, or maybe in this also. So you never know.
Any hints when the wild card is coming?
Wild card, I don't think it will come for me
It's
anytime soon.
there, but will not play. It's there. Wildcard is there.
Wildcard is there, but means for me, I am very happy with my team as of now. Means the balance and all,
Yeah.
and I am not thinking about Haaland. So as of now, it's fine. Means I can. I am pretty sure my wildcard will not be used in this game week for sure. Okay. So let's see.
Nice.
Anything you would like to add, Yashaswar?
Um, Addition of ESR looks good because from Arsenal to Fulham has been really good. He has performed well, although it has been overshadowed now by Raul Jimenez. But then these
Yeah.
three again players, the Buemo is a definite buy, but then but then I see a common name, Saka. So definitely a player to look out for our viewers. And Sushant, what about you when it comes to picking transfers for Game Week 10? Because you are doing good in JPL, and I can see that not just in JPL but in TVT also, you're leading the pack. So, any potential transfer for our viewers?
I think Mbeumo is the player to target. Saka still has couple of tough fixtures now. He has just played Liverpool in the last fixture. As Rishabh said again, he is fixture proof. He can score in all the fixtures. But Mbeumo looks pretty much set after the departure of Tony. Even Visa from Brentford, because their defense used to be very good, which is not the case anymore. They are leaking goals, but then they are scoring goals like crazy as well. And Jimenez is another pick. I think it's going to be those couple of players. Now, in the last game week, we had Captain Haaland, and he missed couple of crazy chances. It could have been an easy hat trick. So sometimes it goes down to luck, but most of the times it is the decisions that you check across. So for me, we have Salah in our team, we have Palmer, we have Haaland, and we have Watkins. But we are really thinking about Watkins because he's occupying roughly around 9.1 million of your funds, and he's not delivering those returns as to compare, like for example, Wood, he's giving crazy return inside out, and Nottingham Forest are playing good. So then you can save those extra money. So we are really thinking of probably getting Watkins out of our team and probably getting Wood in or Jimenez in over there. And then with the extra funds, probably in a couple of weeks' time, we will be able to fund Saka in our team.
Okay, okay. Yep. So that sums up in terms of bringing the surge down to certain players. So it was nice. It was definitely nice. Just wanted to ask one thing. You've been part of TVT for quite some time now. It's a very tough competition, as we all know, and you are excelling currently. So, what are your thoughts on TVT as a competition? Because how does it differ from JPL, a classic league, to this one? I'll take the
So
answer from Anshu first, because Indori connection, थोड़ा खुल के बोलेगा तो अच्छा लगेगा यार bro.
Yeah. So I think it's our third season. Uh, when we started, we won like 7 games in a row. We were on cloud nine.
Mm-hmm.
Then we lost 8 in a row. I
Man,
don't know which cloud on we were, right? So
two
that's the
records.
beauty of TVT, right? It keeps
Yeah.
you engaged, and it doesn't guarantee, right? It challenges you, your managerial skills, right? Playing in classic league like JPL or other, I think with TVT, like we are bound to have two team,
right.
especially for me. I think managing TVT and JPL both are challenging. Mm, they are the exercise for mind, right? And
Yeah.
so it like keeps engaged to you in watching your games, even if it is not your favorite team, right? Even if you're watching Manchester United versus any other team, right? It keeps you engaged, right? So I think it's a
Yeah.
brilliant concept, and I have been propagating this over various social media platform. Kudos to all the admins. The one who is not here, he's also doing great job, right? So yeah, I absolutely love TVT, and I can skip any other competition but not TVT unless you guys kick me out. So yeah, I absolutely. So that's my view on TVT.
Thanks, Anshu. Let's hear from Rishabh now.
Yeah, so pretty much means what happens here is, see, in JPL you will be by your own. Okay, you will be like making your own team, looking at the articles, reading out something, or using your own brain. But when it comes to TVT, you have a means teammate with you. You can discuss. That is very interactive and like more fun. Means
Mhm.
that is one part which I like the most, like interacting with your teammate and discussing. Then maybe sometimes some debate also can happen. That is also a good part only. That is we used to do that. Lately we are not getting time to do that, but we used to debate a lot initially. So that it's a like fun game. And TVT, according to me, if you people ask me to join only one game, suppose, means you will not give me any option like that. But if you ask me, as he said, I will also choose TVT only because it is more interesting than JPL. And apart from that, I am also like I've talked about TVT to, I think, everyone around me who knows football or who sees or who plays football. I have talked to them about it, and mostly you will have a higher demand next season for sure. Means I think you need to have three groups or something. Be ready for that. We will help you out also if you want to create the fixtures and all. But yeah, for sure there will be more teams and more demand next year, and just looking forward to it. Means many more years we'll be joining each year. I'm pretty sure about that. Yeah, kudos to you guys, and thank you for this
Yeah.
managing this. And it's very hard for you guys also. So many things you are also doing. We are seeing the all the displays, means all the posts you are giving for both TVT and JPL, managers of me, week, month, and everything. So thank you for that. So yeah, that's it.
And we hope TVT comes in IPL as well. I am looking forward to it.
So, thank you, thank
Thank you. Thank you so much, guys.
So, Sushant, it is really nice to have such type of people around, because not only we as a group grow, but at the same time, these people are always there to support us, even if we are we are wrong, we're delaying the scores. So these people are there to support us. They understand, like, I mean, we are professionals and we're taking care of other activities as well. Whatever we are doing for JPL and TVT, that is out of passion, and
It
we have
is.
life apart from this. So these people understand, and that is what matters at the end of the day. So like-minded people, passionate people, and then there are, like, I mean, these are like brothers, not just through LFC but through
Yeah.
words, through daily connect. So there's a bond that football has brought in. Through JPL we have brought in certain players, certain people who become a part of our daily lives now, be it a Manchester United fan, be it a Arsenal fan or a Liverpool fan or a Chelsea. Like, I mean, we have like a plethora of fan clubs now, but everybody does the banter, but there is a thing that he's a brother at the end of the day for me, and that is what where I feel that we've succeeded as a entire group.
True.
What?
Yes.
Yeah.
And we would also like to include Rahul as part of this conversation. As Anshuman mentioned, the three of us, we manage JPL and TVT. Rahul is a very much integral part. He's the original creator of the league. So he deserves a lot of credit as well.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
He's getting married, that's why he's not showing up at all. But then, yeah, we are taking forward.
I was about to ask why he is not here, so he
Yeah,
already told us.
he has like
Yeah.
certain different, but we hope that post January he'll be part of our regular
Yeah.
podcast. But I'm genuinely happy to host Anshu and Rishabh today. I believe more
Thank you
than
so
me,
much, guys.
Sam must be smiling from inside, must be happy from inside, because Rishabh and Ramanda are very close to him. So I understand what kind of bond you guys share. And any parting thoughts you guys want to share before I wrap up?
Just
All the best. We'll
just
see
put
you
the
in
table.
knockout.
put the table on the time on time. That's
On time.
it.
Yeah.
Espe-
when when we
one
win,
day,
when we win. Okay. Otherwise, you can ignore.
I
Okay.
will try.
yeah.
No problem. Yeah, you can take 2 3 days also. All have personal lives. I can. Thank you.
No, thank you so much, Anshuman and Rishabh, for making time today for this podcast. I know how busy you guys were, and we do share a great bond outside this football community. And it is such a proud moment to have you both on our podcast. And looking forward to have you many more times over here. And for that, you need to stay in top two.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
will be.
You know,
Looking
it
forward.
was a great conversation. Yeah, it was a great conversation with both of you. And as always, thanks, Yashaswa, for driving this podcast in a great way. And once again, we would like to thank all our listeners and everyone who plays TVT and JPL and who has and leave their trust on us. Thank you so much, guys.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.